How's it going, everybody? It's time for another great Mr. Poestyle video. Let's try to make this quick. I gotta get to bed. It's getting late and it's the work week. I don't normally do these videos during the work week, but anyway, about a year ago this week, just by chance, I just noticed that I looked up my old videos. It was a year ago this week. I got my Amico physical media. Not games, but kind of games. You know, physical media. These little puppies right here. And of course, you have your haters and people that hate everything, but we won't get into that. And I got my Amico hat that I bought, I don't know, earlier that year or the year before that or something. I don't remember, but here they are. And you know, I never opened any of them except for the one that during the video that I unboxed. I think I showed it. There I go, dropping them all. But, well, they've been pretty much just sitting in the shipping box that they came in ever since, a year later. And right around the time these came out, I ordered these and a bunch of other people ordered these to have in their collection. Chris, the Atari Creep, I remember he was on, maybe been one of his videos or one of the Facebook groups that he and I both belong to. He has a 3D printer and he was making a lot of cool stuff. And he said he was going to make a stand to hold your Amico games and display. And I don't normally display things. I've said that only about a billion times on here before. Doesn't matter to me if something's complete in box, not complete. I want to play the games that I get. Now, in this case, we don't have an Amico yet to play these on, scan these on. But they were something neat to have, I thought, whether or not the system comes out. I think there's something neat to have and a little collection. So I do want to display these in my game room or somewhere. And up till now, they've been sitting in the box that they came in. Well, Creep said that he wanted to make a stand for it. And he might have even showed one or two at some point. And he said, you know, if anybody's interested, I can make these and sell them. And then I kind of waited and I would check his Etsy page, Etsy, not STD, Etsy page. And I hadn't seen them. And then the other day I was on one of the social media platforms, not Facebook. I frequent Facebook pretty much. I'm an old timer. I have Twitter and Instagram and I usually go on them just to check real quick. I don't really interact much on there. I think that it was, I went on break at work, opened Twitter just to look through real quick, and he had it on there. It was Thursday or Friday of last week that he had 3 of those stands, what he calls seconds, slight blemishes or imperfections on them. He had 3 of them up for sale, 1 blue and 2 black. And first come, first serve, go to his page, and I went there right away, and I'm like, I want one. I'm on break at the time. I went there, and he recognized me for my real name, not Mr. Poestyle. We're friends on Facebook. He knows my name. And he had sent me a message at that point, thanking me and everything. But at that point, I was back out on the floor working again. And then I didn't see his message until lunchtime, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, no need to thank me because I've been waiting ever since you announced these things a while back. I know you make great stuff. I see the toys and the things, and you're very artistic, and so I really appreciate this, Creep, if you're watching this. But the box came today, and I mean, that's quick. Actually, I get a thing about my mail. I get an email about my mail, and it shows me scans of envelopes and stuff that I'm supposed to be getting that day or soon. And this actually said that it was going to be delivered Saturday, but then Saturday came, and the mailman dropped off all the bills and didn't drop this off. So here we are, Monday, it came. So let's see what it looks like and what's in the box. And like he wanted to point out to me too, you know, because I was excited about it. He said, well, it's seconds, you know, there's slight imperfections or blemishes on there. And that's okay. Now in the description here, I'll drop a link to his page, his Etsy page. What is it? The something macabre. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but really cool stuff, the toys and stuff that he makes, the collectibles. So without further ado, I got the blue. And that to me is just perfect because Amico, blue, baby, blue. And I think that, you know, these words show up fine. And really, I don't see much that a little X-Acto knife get busy on. Well, not my big old box cutter, but you got the Running Man from Intellivision, and it says Amico on it. Yeah, I really don't see anything wrong with this at all. As a matter of fact, I think it's freaking beautiful. A little extra piece of plastic by the M and the C, and under the A, the little smiley, but that's about it. Hopefully you can see that. If you notice I'm looking at my watch, that's because I can see my camera on my watch. I bought this watch last month when I was diagnosed with AFib, because it's supposed to be able to detect AFib. So, and on top of that, I found out I could run my camera off of it, start and stop the record. Pretty slick. Never thought I'd want a smartwatch. Didn't really want one, but now I think it's pretty cool. But anyway, back to the Creep. He has the Atari Creep as his channel for video games and whatnot, and in live chat. And then he also has the Creepy Crawl. That's his other stuff. You know, he did a cool corn maze with his girls and his woman now last year. Really cool stuff. And you know, he makes haunted houses and things like that. You know, or he collects the haunted houses. He likes the Disney Haunted Mansion and stuff. So you probably already knew his channel way before my channel, but if you don't, he's one of the reasons I started doing this. And him and Brian from Brian's Man Cave and Willie Arcade USA, you know, Phil the No Swear Gamer, loved their channels and decided to start a channel at my son's urging at one point. So very happy with what I got in the mail. The Amico game holder, and they'll slide right in there. You can display your games. Actually, I guess the proper way would be to see the spine. Evil Knievel. And I kind of wish I hadn't opened the other one now. Just keep them all sealed like a real game nerd. But that's okay. I wanted to show you what was in the box last year. Most of the time you end up getting a negative Nancy when you do an Amico video, but I really don't care about that at this point. But they slide in there beautifully. And it has a spot for each one that was released. So you slide them on in there. That's what she said. Slide them on in there. But you get the idea if you didn't already. Like a bookshelf, right? This is holding them nice and snug, especially since they're still sealed. And I think that's going to look very nice on my CRT down in my game room. Beautiful work. Thank you very much, Chris, the Atari Creep. Everybody check out that channel. Check out his other channel, The Creepy Crawl. Check out his Etsy market page or whatever you call it. I'm not as familiar. I've only ever ordered a few things on there. This is one of them. The other thing I got off there was a Atari 7800 gamepad by Retro Game Boys that I also love. And this is a bonus that was also in the bag. These are Chris, the Atari Creep pins. And if you watch any of his shows on there, bye-bye, Creep It Real and bye-bye. So Creep It Real pin and the Atari Creep, his cool logo. So thank you very much, and those would look actually cool on my Boston Scally to represent Boston for you, even though this is Pittsburgh. But I do love those Scally caps. I have 5 of them, and I have a new one. Oh, I got to throw that up in the corner, maybe, if I remember. They have one limited edition for Halloween this year called Nightmare 2. It's like a Freddy Krueger sweater pattern with leather, and then there's a little glove pin for Freddy. So maybe these Atari Creep pins would go good on that one, along with my Freddy glove. But thank you, Chris, for the billionth time I've said it in this video. Really cool. Totally awesome. I'm so happy to be able to display these now and not just keep them in a box sitting there, where eventually after I am gone or kicked off or somebody's doing some spring cleaning while I'm at work, it'll get thrown out and now it'll be displayed. And this is nice. This is not no cheapie. This is very sturdy, nice and heavy. So great idea. Thank you very much. Like I said, when you first announced it, it feels like I've been waiting for a year. It might have been a year now. So for these to become available. He does not have any more available. I believe he said he's having printer problems, but I think he said he still has the file. So go on his Etsy page and send him a message and ask how to go about that. Thanks for watching another great Mr. Poestyle video. I appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Oh, Nacho. Come here, Nacho. No biting. No bite. Ooh, no biting. Oh, Nacho, stop.